Hello everyone. Using advanced grammatical structures is very important to get very good marks in writing as well as speaking. You have to showcase your ability to use different types of grammatical structures while you are speaking or writing. और उसके लिए कुछ एडवांस ग्रामर के यूसेजेस सीखना बहुत अच्छी चीज़ हो सकती है। अगर आइल्स की बात करें तो आपके आसानी से एक या दो बैंड्स ऊपर मार्क्स आ सकते हैं, या टॉफेल या पीटी की बात करें तो आपको राइटिंग में और स्पीकिंग में इसके ज़रिए बहुत अच्छे मार्क्स आ सकते हैं. You have to create opportunities for yourself to showcase your knowledge of all these structures, and it makes eminent sense to practice them. So let us study a few of them, like conditionals, inversion, participle clause. We'll see how we can use them. Let us start with this usage of although. So although can be used as a linking device, and we'll see how we use it. Um, Here there are some examples. So we'll start with conditionals first. If I get an opportunity is a conditional. If I get a chance. So अगर आपसे कोई पूछता है कि what would you like to learn, so you can always say if I get a chance I would like to learn photography. If I get a chance I would like to learn how to make videos. So if I get a chance can be a great way of telling something which is your wish. Well, if I get an opportunity, I would like to live in a big city rather than living in a small city, because a big city gives a lot of opportunities which are not available in a small city. So, like this, you can use this. अ, तो कोई भी ऐसी सिचुएशन बनती है जहाँ पे आपको बहुत सारी चीज़ों में से एक चीज़ को चूज़ करके बताना होता है. आप किसी ऐसी चीज़ के बारे में टेल अस समथिंग अबाउट skill you learned outside your school or college. If you have to speak on that, so you can say, well, I learned a lot of things outside my school or college, but if I have to choose one and speak on that, I would like to tell you about learning driving. So I learned driving when I was in Mumbai, and then you can speak about how you learn driving and everything. So if I have to choose, you can use this kind of expression to talk about something you chose. Something you want to pick out of lots of things. एक और बहुत अच्छा तरीका हो सकता है अपनी बात को रखने का, वो है यूजिंग पार्टिसिपल्स. तो यूजिंग पार्टिसिपल्स मतलब हैविंग के साथ अपने सेंटेंस को शुरू करना. लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर आप बोलना चाहते हैं कि हैविंग लिव्ड इन डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, आई कैन से दैट ईच एरिया हैज़ इट्स ओन यूनिक फीचर्स. अब जबकि मैं बहुत सारे एरियाज़ में रह चुका हूँ तो और देख चुका हूँ और एक्सपीरियंस कर चुका हूँ, तो मैं बोल सकता हूँ कि सबके अपने यूनिक फीचर्स थे. सो हैविंग लिव्ड इन डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, I can say that every area has its own unique features. Having read many books, I can say that many of those books have contributed a great deal to change my own perspective about various things. Having worked with various companies, I can say that working with, let's say, Wipro was the best experience. So you can speak about having and this kind of structure. This is use of participle which adds variety to your writing and speaking. uh, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल आपके सिटी के बारे में आपसे पूछा गया, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ सिटी इज़ इट, मुझे दिल्ली के बारे में थोड़ा सा बताइए. तो आप बोल सकते हैं दिल्ली हैज़ लॉट्स ऑफ डिफरेंट क्लाइमेट्स एंड पीपल गेट टू इन्जॉय रेनी सीजन एंड विंटर सीजन एंड सो ऑन एंड सो फोर्थ. इसी को आप थोड़ा सा आर्टिस्टिक तरीके से यूज़ कर सकते हैं, जहाँ पे नॉट ओनली एंड बट ऑल्सो को आप अपने सेंटेंस में बना सकते हैं. सो इट नॉट ओनली रेन्स वेरी हेविली but also very frequently. So in Delhi it rains not only very heavily but also very frequently. So not only and but also. Going for a morning walk not only helps you to develop good physique but also helps you to rejuvenate your mind. So you can use these kind of not only and but also kind of expressions to combine, and it shows a little advanced use of these structures. although we have very heavy rains, I enjoy them. So इसी तरह से आप although यूज़ कर सकते हैं कि दो अलग अलग चीज़ों के बारे में बात करने के लिए. So it's like an inversion. आप किसी चीज़ से शुरू करते हैं लेकिन आप दूसरी बात बोल रहे होते हैं. जैसे although it rains very heavily in Delhi, I enjoy rainy season because it turns the whole city into a green area. Similarly, using participles, we have already seen that. You can also use subjunctive. Subjunctive is to express your opinion or to express your wish. I wish I were there. I wish I could see Taj Mahal. So you can use subjunctive. And these are some expressions. It is imperative. It is imperative means it's a given. It is imperative that we take care of our health. It is imperative that we take care of our city. It is imperative that we learn new skills in order to survive in this world. So it is imperative. सो वेन एवर देर इज़ अ सिचुएशन, जब कभी आपको चांस मिले, आप एक नॉर्मल आंसर को एक वाव आंसर में बदल सकते हैं यूजिंग सम कंडीशनल्स. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, लेट्स से यू आर ट्राइंग टू एक्सप्लेन रेन. क्वेश्चन आपसे पूछा गया है कि व्हाट डू यू डू व्हेन इट रेन्स. तो आप बोल सकते हैं व्हेन इट रेन्स आई वॉच टीवी, व्हेन इट रेन्स आई लाइक टू गो आउट. अब ये तो बड़े सिंपल से सेंटेंसेस हो गए. इसी को आप कंडीशनल बना सकते हैं कि वेल इफ़ आई एम फ्री आई लाइक टू कॉल माई फ्रेंड्स एंड वी वॉच program together or watch a TV program together. We go out and have fun. But if I'm not free, I just like to stay at home and do my work, or I just close my doors and watch TV, you know. So if my friends are not available, I enjoy rains all on my own. You can use, so basically you are using a conditional. If I'm free, I do this. If I'm not free, I do this. So you can enhance your answers by using a conditional. Okay, you can also use a participle here. Having limited options, I just close my door and watch TV. See, I'm new to this city and I don't have many friends. So if it rains, I cannot really call anybody and go out for a movie. So having very limited options, I prefer to just watch TV at home and enjoy my own company. I just stay alone. Similarly, if the questions are related to newspapers, let's say the question is that some people prefer to use newspapers, read newspapers online. Other people like to read the online, the paper version, or they just like to read newspapers. What is your preference? You can simply say, या तो बोल दें I read it online और I read the physical version. तो बहुत ही कम स्कोप रह जाता है अपनी बात को बोलने का. तो आप उसको थोड़ा सा एक्सपैंड कर सकते हैं, उसको लिफ्ट अप कर सकते हैं यूजिंग अ पार्टिसिपल. तो कैसे बोल सकते हैं? वेल, हैविंग स्टडीड कंप्यूटर्स ऑल थ्रू माई लाइफ, I've become very conversant with using computers on a daily basis, and I prefer to read news also online. The biggest advantage is that I can go to different sites and know different perspectives of people from different backgrounds. So newspaper gives me a very limited information about a subject, and that too from the viewpoint of one publisher or one editor. But then if we study it online, we get to understand perspectives of different editors and news houses. So I prefer to read newspapers online. So this becomes a complete answer rather than simply saying, well, I just read newspaper online or I read newspaper using the physical version. So you can use this if, or although can also be used. Although reading newspapers online is a great uh, choice available to us, I prefer to study it, uh, the physical copy of it. I prefer to study the paper version because I it's very comfortable, and I like sitting at one place and reading a big newspaper. So I like that feel of reading it. So you can say that, although many people, although there are many, so you can use although in order to explain your structure rather than making it very plain. Similarly, one of the questions which is very frequently asked these days is related to apps. So what kind of apps do you use and how do you use them, and what is the way you use apps? So you can use some inversion here, start with not only and but also. So I not only use Facebook but also Instagram and other apps. However, one app which I use most frequently is WhatsApp, because it has become the de facto means of communication these days. If you want to inform something, if you want to give an update about something, we use uh, WhatsApp because it is very handy, and yeah, most of the people are there on WhatsApp, so you can use that. Or you can use although here. Although I use a number of apps, I guess WhatsApp is the one which I like the most. तो इस तरह से अपने आप स्पीकिंग को थोड़ा लिफ्ट अप कर सकते हैं, although को यूज़ करके, नॉट ओनली बट ऑल्सो को यूज़ करते हैं करके, थोड़ा सा जेनरिक स्टेटमेंट देकर और फिर उसको एक्सपैंड करके. लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल, I use many apps, but if I have to choose one, I would say it would be WhatsApp, because WhatsApp is the application which helps us to, and then you can expand your answer and speak lots of things about it. Would you like to develop an app? Like, this is one question which is very frequently asked. And here you can use the expression, well, if I get an opportunity to develop an app, which I don't foresee in the near future, but then in case I get an opportunity to develop an app, I would definitely like to develop uh, a good app to learn English or to develop self confidence. Anything which you want to say. I would like to develop an app on that particular subject. And you can also use various other expressions. Given that an app gives an opportunity to, so given that is also a very good way of telling इसके कारण मैं ये करना चाहता हूँ. Given that मतलब ऐसा है इसलिए मैं ये करना चाहता हूँ. Given that an app makes it easy to reach to many people very easily, I would definitely love to develop one good app by which I can help people learn about vocabulary or help people learn about English usages. So, uh, you can use this structure. Given that मतलब जैसा कि हम जानते हैं और ये तो कारण है, given that good health is most valuable asset, I would suggest everyone to do some physical exercises to keep fit and healthy. So like this. When you are speaking, let's jump to part टू now. अब पार्ट टू में आपको 1 मिनट प्लान करने के लिए दिया जाता है. कोई एक सिचुएशन दे दी जाती है और उस सिचुएशन के ऊपर आपको 1 से 2 मिनट या 3 मिनट तक बोलना होता है. तो इसको बहुत अच्छे से डेवलप करने के लिए एक तो टेक्निक है PPF, मतलब पास्ट, प्रेजेंट और फ्यूचर के बारे में कोई बात बोल दीजिए. एक ही, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल आपसे पूछा गया कि एक किसी ऐसी चीज़ के बारे में बताइए जो आपने स्कूल के बाहर सीखी है और आप उसको किस तरह से यूज़ करते हैं और आपके लिए वो क्यों महत्वपूर्ण है. तो आप बोल सकते हैं कि एक पास्ट की इवेंट बता दीजिए, या एक पास्ट में जो आपने सीखा है वो बता दीजिए, एक आपने रिसेंटली जो सीखा है वो बता दीजिए, और एक फ्यूचर में जो सीखा है वो बता दीजिए. प्रॉब्लम ये होती है कि कई बार 2 मिनट का कंटेंट नहीं मिलता एक ही सब्जेक्ट पर, और अगर मिलता भी है तो हम रिपीट करने लग जाते हैं. तो थोड़ा सा वैरायटी बना रखने के लिए और अपने आप को रिपीट करने से बचाने के लिए आप कुछ 3 अलग कॉन्टेक्स्ट लेकर उसके बारे में बोल सकते हैं. लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल, जैसे ये अगर क्वेश्चन है कि टेल अस समथिंग अबाउट a skill you learned out of your school or college. So what was the skill, when did you learn it, and why did you learn it, and all those types of questions. So, well, I would like to tell you about a few skills. So, rather than telling one skill, you're saying a few skills which I learned after finishing my school and college. The most important of them was learning driving. So I learned driving just after finishing my college, and the reason was that I wanted to take my parents to various places. And I always loved driving, but I never knew how to drive. So I joined a driving class, and in a month's time, I became really confident about taking my car anywhere, and it was like a blessing in disguise. I had wings now. I could go anywhere I wanted. So it was really a great feeling to drive a car and take it wherever I wanted. Then, when I started working for an IT company, I learned about speaking with foreigners. So, speaking with natives was something which was very scary. I studied in a English medium school, but the kind of English we spoke there was very different from how natives used to speak. So, I used to hear a lot of con calls. Now, on these calls, we had people from different parts of the world, and I started learning the way they pronounce because they were our clients. It was very imperative for me to be able to understand them, to serve them. So I learned this vocabulary. We had a voice and accent trainer with us, so I took her help to develop right pronunciation and structures, and how people from Netherlands, from Holland, from UK speak. The third skill which I would like to learn in future is about web designing and making very good videos, video editing. So this is one skill which I would like to learn in future, uh, because I think it would be a great way to reach to people all across the world. Now, see, instead of speaking on one thing which I had learnt out of school, I am speaking about three different instances. One which I learned immediately after schooling, another which I have recently learned, or maybe learned in my professional journey, and third thing which I would like to learn in future. So this gives you a chance to speak about multiple things and showcase your ability to speak about in different contexts. So instead of repeating something, you end up speaking in three different contexts, which make the whole thing look more interesting and engaging. So yeah, this is what it was about section 2. So again, to sum up whatever I said, I think it is very important for you to use different types of grammatical structures to make your speaking more interesting and engaging, and you would not run out of topics, you would not repeat yourself, एंड आपको अपने लिए अपॉर्चुनिटी क्रिएट करना है जिसमें आप जो कुछ भी राइटिंग में सीखते हैं वो सब आप स्पीकिंग में भी बोल पाएँ. होता ये है कि राइटिंग में तो हमें बहुत मौका मिलता है कि हम सोच समझ के अच्छे स्ट्रक्चर्स यूज़ कर सकते हैं. हमने कुछ लिखा है तो उसको मिटा के वापस ठीक कर सकते हैं. सो यू गेट एन अपॉर्चुनिटी टू करेक्ट योर सेल्फ. But speaking is spontaneous. You don't get an opportunity to correct yourself once you have spoken something. So you can use writing as a gateway to develop your speaking. मैं हमेशा बोलता हूँ कि राइटिंग को सिर्फ राइटिंग मत मानिए, उसको स्पीकिंग को भी सुधारने का ज़रिया मानिए. क्योंकि जब आप धीरे 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 करके अपनी राइटिंग को सुधार लेते हैं तो अपने आप ही स्पीकिंग बहुत अच्छा हो जाता है. जब आप अपना प्रैक्टिस कर लेते हैं तो वही स्ट्रक्चर्स आप स्पीकिंग में यूज़ कर सकते हैं. सो यू कैन यूज़ स्पीकिंग एज अ गेटवे टू इम्प्रूव योर writing as a gateway to improve your speaking. And of course you would require a lot of practice to be fluent with writing, to be very conversant with using these kind of expressions. However, the most important thing is this mindset. अगर आप इस विचारधारा के साथ और इस ध्येय के साथ जाएंगे कि आपको अपने लिए मौके पैदा करने हैं जहाँ पे आप अपनी इंग्लिश दिखा पाएँ, तो आप उसको यूज़ करेंगे. सो डोंट जस्ट use very simple expressions and give very very direct and short answers, especially in section 3. Even in section 1 also you can create opportunities for yourself to speak a little longer. You can always, मतलब बहुत लंबा नहीं बोलना है, लेकिन अच्छे स्ट्रक्चर्स को यूज़ करना है. सो राइटिंग के ज़रिए जब आप इसको प्रैक्टिस कर लेते हैं तो स्पीकिंग में भी आप नेचुरली बहुत अच्छे से बोल पाते हैं. ऑल द वेरी बेस्ट to you. In case you need any help, please reach out to me and do subscribe to this channel for all the videos which I am making. Thank you so much for watching.